In today's video, we're going to be analyzing some upcoming patterns and maybe some potential winter storms. We're going to start off the video here with the GFS model. This is kind of your future radar. As you can see, this is a few hours after I record this video. This is going to be around 12 p.m. Central Time. So as you can see, we have a low pressure system forming right now, and this is going to be a small system that moves throughout the Ohio Valley into the Mid-Atlantic. This is going to bring some snowfall, a little bit of snowfall, not a lot of snowfall. But we can move forward here into the afternoon hours. So this is going to be around 6 p.m. And as you can see, that swath of rainfall is definitely growing here as it moves into Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, West Virginia, Ohio could see some of that rainfall. And as we move forward here, that swath of snowfall also grows here around 12 a.m. of Thursday, and this swath of rain looks to be possibly bringing some thunderstorms and possibly some severe thunderstorms over there in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. See some of those thunderstorms in the overnight hours of tonight into Thursday. But as you can see, that swath of snowfall and rainfall quickly moves off to the east and gets caught in the jet stream, so it rockets off to the northeast and pretty much gets teared apart as it wasn't that strong of a system. But then that high pressure moves into more of Iowa, Missouri. That's going to bring a lot of cooler air into the area, and you may be dropping a lot more cooler temperatures in the Midwest region. Let's move forward even more. As you can see, that rainfall is still impacting portions of the southeast, and then a new low pressure system forms, as you can see right there. Now it's going to be 12 p.m. of Friday, and as you can see, there's some snowfall, there's some ice in there, there's also some possible thunderstorms in the Gulf and the Atlantic. Most of us are staying off land, however, as you can see, that ice is definitely impacting portions of South Carolina and North Carolina, more of eastern Carolinas this time rather than the last ice storm that impacted more the Charlotte area. Now we're going to move forward here, and the ice definitely lingers there for a bit, so you may see a quite thick accumulation of freezing rain. And that low pressure system, it's just off the coast enough to get some snowfall, but most of that rain is staying off of land, and that snowfall definitely stays for a little bit until around 6 a.m. of Saturday. That's when it kind of exits the region. Freezing rain looks to be mainly stopping in the very overnight hours of Friday into Saturday, and then that snowfall pretty much does not impact any other northeastern states, and that pretty much just rockets off to the northeast. You have another very extremely small low pressure system here that dives south into the Midwest, but really doesn't bring much, maybe a very small dusting of snowfall around that area. But we're moving more forward in that kind of trend of small low pressure systems go through the Midwest, bringing a few dustings of snowfall, and then we get to around hour 150 in the GFS model, and this low pressure system forms with some very heavy rainfall surrounding it already. This is going to be around the 12 a.m. of the 25th, so we're now getting to a week out, so this is definitely a little bit more further out. So most of these are going to change here, but we're going to move forward here as this low pressure starts to impact more of those Gulf states. It honestly looks a little bit tropical, as you can see there, but of course this is January, so not many tropical systems are likely to form in January especially. But that low pressure system quickly impacts the Gulf states throughout the 25th, and then pretty much goes into the Atlantic. Just like a tropical system, it does not go north like a nor'easter would, so that definitely looks quite a lot like a tropical system, especially in January. And then as you can see, that snowfall around the 26th in Texas, Louisiana, Kansas, so definitely that area could see a little bit of a dusting. And Dallas, right there, Dallas, this is going to be the 27th. Dallas could potentially see a little bit of a dusting of snowfall. If you do live in that area, it is a little bit rare to see snowfall, even though you saw a Texas deep freeze and snowfall last year. It is a little bit rare each year for to see some snowfall in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But then we're getting to over 200 hours now, so this is going to change. But that low pressure system, another low pressure system forms in the Atlantic, and then that brings yet another ice storm to Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and honestly looks like a very heavy amount of snowfall potentially from this low pressure system. Again, this is 200 hours out. We're just getting an idea of what potential systems we could see. We can't go any farther than this. This is 240 hours out, but that looks like a very strong winter storm potentially around the end of January, so definitely stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and look at our temperature anomaly forecast for the rest of January here. So this is kind of your above average temperatures and below average temperatures. As you can see, that key at the bottom, those are Celsius below normal. So if it's kind of those dark blues, it'll be negative 10 degrees below normal. If it is in those reddish colors and those warm colors, it'll be 5, 10, 15 above average. So just to give you that idea, we're going to move forward here. This is going to be around 12 p.m. of the 19th, so a few hours after I record this video. As you can see, we have a lot of below average temperatures, and that's that high pressure that's moving into the Midwest region, bringing some below average temperatures over there in the Midwest. As you can see, that moves more south here into more of the Ohio Valley. Texas could also see some below average temperatures for the 20th and 21st. And this will be reaching into even the 22nd until it kind of dissipates in the southeast and brings a little bit of below average temperatures to pretty much the whole entire east half of the U.S. We get another kind of trough moving in with a more below average temperatures for more of the northern Midwest, and then that moves into more of the northeast. And then we get another area of below average temperatures. This is going to be around the 26th. Pretty much the rest of January is going to see below average temperatures until we get to around the 29th. We do have an area of slightly above average temperatures for the western half of the U.S. And I do believe that'll move into the eastern half of the U.S. the end of January. Beginning of February could potentially be a little bit warm for the Midwest, but then we might drop into more of cooler temperatures for the pretty much the whole eastern half of the U.S. yet again. But if you did enjoy the video on these upcoming patterns that we could see throughout the rest of January, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on post notifications so you won't miss another upload or live stream. And also make sure to share this video with any friends or family that may want the latest video on what we could see, what systems and what temperatures we could see throughout the rest of January. Anyways, stay safe.